When I found out that the company picnic was off, I drove off from the park and went to the library to study. Since I was off today, I thought I could make good use of my time. Plus, I was a little off yesterday and couldn't focus on studying. Let's discuss.
Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right, thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. It's Michael here from Happy English, and I help people speak English better. And this is Happy English Podcast, episode 728, 7 Ways to Use Off. Off is one of those interesting words in English that has a number of meanings and uses, just like what I mentioned at the beginning of this episode. So, don't turn this off, because today I'm going to show you 7 ways we use off. Let's get the ball rolling. First of all, you can use off with a verb of motion to show that someone or something moved away from a place. You can say things like walk off, drive off, dash off, and so on. The singer high-fived the audience members when she walked off the stage. 10 years ago, Frankie got in his car and drove off. We haven't seen or heard from him since. When I accidentally hit the handle of the frying pan, it flew off the stove and landed on the floor. Next up, when something like an event or a gathering is off, it's been canceled. Wow, look at that rain. It's pouring. No wonder our picnic is off. I just got an email saying that this afternoon's meeting is off. I wonder what happened. I just found out that Donna's wedding is off. Have you heard anything about that? You can also use be off to mean absent from school or work. Johnny's caught a cold, so he's off from school today. The company gives us 5 personal days that we can use if we need to be off for any reason. I was off all last week, so I have so much to do to catch up this week. And we also use be off when we talk about leaving a place, starting a trip, or a race. As soon as they fired the starting gun, the runners were off and the marathon had started. Well, that was a long day of work. I'm off. See you guys tomorrow. I'm so excited. In just 2 more days, I'll be off to Paris. You can use be off and get off to say that someone or something is not in the right place. During the game, his ball was a little off the target. We got off the topic during the class. They always get off track during the meeting. When you say that a person is off, it means that they are feeling unwell or not feeling themselves. With this meaning, we tend to use phrases like a little off or a bit off. It's hard to concentrate on my work. I guess I'm a little off today. Jack said that because he has a hangover, he's a bit off today. Listen, I'm sorry about that mistake, but I got a lot on my mind these days and I'm a little off today. And finally, in casual, conversational English, when you say that someone is a bit off or someone is a little off, it means that person's behavior is weird or crazy or not normal. There was a guy on the subway that was a bit off, so I decided to change my seat. Did you talk to that guy Dylan at the party? I think he was a little off. My new neighbor likes to walk around outside without his shirt on. He seems to be a little off. Keep in mind, the best way to remember this and any other word or phrase in English is to take that word or phrase, write it in a sentence that's true for you or true in your world, and then memorize your sentences. By the way, can you imagine getting the chance to practice this kind of English with me directly? You can get more practice using your English when you join my Podcast Learners Study Group. There, you can make new friends, join us for live group lessons every week where we practice these podcast lessons together. Plus, you get access to the PDF transcript and audio download for every Happy English podcast in the past and in the future. And on top of that, each episode has exercises where you can practice this English point with your speaking and writing checked by me. To learn more, just visit myhappyenglish.com and choose Podcast Lesson 728. Remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible, and I'm here to help you on your journey.
This podcast is brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.